The power lies on their side. Go, go, Power Rangers! Go, go, Power Rangers! Go, go, Power Rangers! You mighty Morphin Power Rangers!
Welcome to the new Supernova Comic Con Sydney cosplay interview show. I'm going to interview some cosplayers. Here's someone dressed as Ash. Let's go and say hi. So, Ash, did you catch them all?
What is...
Didn't we say we're not interviewing Luke this year?
Yeah, we're not interviewing Luke.
I'm interviewing you.
We're never interviewing Luke. Yeah, we've interviewed him
what
like
was
10
that?
times.
I'm interviewing you.
What, you're doing an
Yes.
show?
Did you catch them all?
What's this?
Well, I'll go find someone else who I used to work with and interview them.
Okay.
All right.
Fun with that.
Why did you come as a lecturer today?
Electra is a cosplayer that I've had before. I cosplayed her in Dublin. She's one of my favourite characters in the Marvel Universe. Well, I must have known the weather was going to be hot as well, so it's like I'm very comfortable today. But I cosplayed her because she was easy for me to cosplay. I had her already ready, and I've had a pretty busy 4 months having moved country. So
you're in Dublin?
I was in Dublin for 4 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why did you go to Dublin?
Travel. I want to explore Europe, find myself.
Did you find yourself while you're over there?
I knew where I was, so it's fine.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Is there like a lot of voice acting work in Australia? Like, how do you find it?
Yes and no. Most of it, 9 times out of 10, a lot of people want to do characters and video games and stuff. But the harsh reality is most of it is going to be commercials and McDonald's, ANZ Bank, things like that. But there is stuff, there's plenty of indie games, video games out there. It's just a case of finding them, making connections.
Yep.
Like I'm going to be going down to PAX in Melbourne for that reason.
It looks like you spent hours on this costume.
No.
Like days.
Not really. Like when you think of the pieces separately, you're like, oh yeah, not much to it really.
Yeah.
Black Cat's nice and easy if you've already got like the pieces, I guess.
Yeah. Have you used these pieces for other cosplay?
This I've used for Catwoman and Celine from Underworld.
Oh,
That's
cool.
when I originally purchased it to use that. So yeah, so I just thought I could repurpose it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, don't waste
works
it.
out for
Reuse
Black
it all.
Cat. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then I literally just made this mask. I brought a little bit of foam with me, and just quickly cut it out last night. Yeah, just stuck it on this morning.
I am dressed as Mick Pennywise, so it's Ronald McDonald cross Pennywise, but as a, woman.
Yeah, that's awesome. So how did you come up with this idea?
So I'm sponsored by Artifice Clothing, and they make this amazing outfit. So then I was like, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do Pennywise face, because what's more brilliant than Pennywise with a Happy Meal? Honestly.
Exactly.
Plus, this is what chicken nuggets are made of.
That's right. And there's nothing scarier than a Ronald McDonald clown.
That's true. Ronald McDonald horrified me as a child. So I was like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna use it. He made me horrified of clowns my entire life.
Did he really?
So now I am a clown.
Why did he horrify you?
Have you seen him? He's scary. He's scary. He's creepy. He's creepy.
He's pretty creepy.
Yeah,
giving kids burgers and
Yeah,
French
walking
fries.
around with a big giant red smile, like he's creepy.
Yeah.
Nobody has hair like that. It's weird.
Why did you come as Hawk Girl today?
Don't really see too many, and I feel like she's very underrated.
Yeah.
I love her as a character. She's very sarcastic, like myself, so I had to do it.
And she looks awesome.
Yeah, she does. She looks incredible.
Yeah. So did you make these wings and the costume yourself?
Yeah, so the wings and that were made by myself, and same with the costume. So it took a while to get together. It was a work in progress over a year.
How is Sesame Street going?
Oh, Sesame Street is going great.
Yeah.
We are celebrating 50 years on television this year.
Wow.
Yes.
50 years.
We do not look a day over 10. We have good celebrations. See, monster years work very different to human years.
Yeah. How long have you guys been on Sesame Street?
Oh, since the beginning.
Since the very beginning?
Since the beginning, yeah. We look good for 50.
Yeah,
Yes, we
they look really good.
Well,
So
thank
what are
you.
you guys going to do for the 50th?
Oh, well, I'm not involved in the planning, but
They don't
I think
trust
there is a
me.
big celebration. There's a special TV show, and well, I'm just going to go with the flow.
Did you go to the Supernova and Comic Con events over there as well?
Yes, I did actually. Northern Ireland and Ireland have a really great cosplay community, and I made a lot of my friends in those communities. So I went to those. I also went to London MCM Comic Con, which is just ginormous, like so big, very overwhelming, but amazing cosplayers, amazing artists. So yeah.
Yeah. And so what was the best one that you went to?
The best one, my favourites were Dublin Comic Con because that's where all my cos family were, and I went to about 8 of those, I think it was, or maybe it was 6. Anyway, there was a lot, and I just love them. They were my favourites because they were home.
My favorite, out of all the paid gigs, free gigs, and indie stuff and all that, ironically enough, it was just a student film.
Yep.
And it was because the director was so passionate about it. He was a nerd like me. He wanted to do like a Dungeons and Dragons-esque sort of film, and it was about like you actually being able to see what happens. And he cast me as one of the main characters, as I believe it was Xander. I was a wizard. He had me do a very Gandalf-like voice, so it was just British Gandalf, and had this big flowing blue cape.
I've always loved dressing up. As a kid,
Yep.
I was one of those kids that like used to go to the supermarket with like a
Oh, yeah.
Tinkerbell costume
Oh,
on. That was my
yeah.
first ever cosplay, was Tinkerbell when I was like 7.
Oh, really?
And yeah, and then when I started meeting people that cosplayed, they told me about Comic-Con because I had no idea what it was. I thought that was like an American thing. But yeah, I went to my first Comic-Con. I was big into Star Wars back then.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I was known as like that Star Wars girl. So I
Right.
just used to dress up a little bit. And then, yeah, from there, just started meeting people. Then I started learning about like cosplaying. And
Yep.
yeah, just kind of grew from there.
Are you like good at sewing and creating costumes and that kind of thing?
Not really.
Okay.
This is all fluke. So I had a few friends helping me out with a few different bits and pieces, been giving me tips, but in the end it worked out, surprisingly.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Oh, looks good. So, and so why do you cosplay?
Just so I do it more for the kids, and seeing their reactions, seeing their characters come to life, and it's amazing seeing the reactions to a lot of them.
And you got some reactions today?
Oh yeah, it's a few. You have a few little ones run up, give you hugs, wrap themselves around your legs. It's always adorable.
Well, in the future, do you have any ideas for any future
Oh yeah.
costumes?
I do. So I'm doing another Ronald McDonald one, but it's the. Do you remember Fifth Element in the movie where they go to McDonald's and the outfits they wear?
Yeah.
I'm doing that.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah. I'm doing Blood Rain. I'm gonna do a latex Sailor Moon because, you know.
Yeah.
I actually was also planning on doing a Nurse Joy, also in latex. I do a lot of latex.
Okay.
But yeah, a lot of different costumes here and there.
Yeah,
Fair
awesome.
few cool ones.
Why do you have that passion to cosplay?
Well, when I was younger, I actually was really into the film industry and watching the behind the scenes. I loved the fact that all these characters got to go on all these adventures that, like, you know, that we just don't do in real life. And so I can't act, I can't sing, I can't draw, I can't dance, but I can be creative through cosplay and actually live out, like, you know, small versions of those adventures through cosplay.
It's always, where are you from? Are you American or Canadian? Then I have to tell them I was born in Australia. And my mother and father are British and Maltese. And I'm
Right.
like, where's that come from? I don't know. American television? I don't know.
So,
But-
so it's a real mix.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be good for the voice work.
Yeah, it's a very, I think the voice actor's name, Rupert Degas, something like that. He's got a similar voice. He's got a mix, and it's great because you can really delve into, if they're like, okay, we want an Aussie accent. Anyone who's grown up in Australia can do an Aussie accent.
Yep.
You know, British and all that, because my background, I can do those sorts of things, and it
Yeah.
helps with that mix, and it becomes more universal.
But your cosplay
Yes.
today.
Yes, I have my cute little shield.
Tell us a bit about this outfit.
Oh, well, this is my Captain America outfit. You see, I have the cute little shield there, and I have the cute little helmet up there. And I did it to meet Haley Atwell. You know, she was in Captain America. Oh, she is lovely. Yes.
Lovely.
She did not bat an eyelid at my blue fur.
Yeah, right. Cool.
Probably not the strangest thing she's seen today.
Yeah, I guess not.
I'm sure. Yeah. Well, and yourself, did you dress up today or?
Oh no, me no dress up.
No.
No,
Just eat cookies.
me just eat cookies.
Yeah. Cool. That's awesome.
like-
Yes.
So.
Me trying not to eat cookie now. Might ruin interview. it.
Stay back. Stay
Eat
back.
already. Let's try that again.
You missed it. He's a very messy eater.
Really, bro? Really? You know me, can't help
Embarrassment. I
myself.
cannot take you anywhere.
You knew this when you signed up.
Yes, I know.